Hey guys, what is up? So welcome back to another movie review, and this review is for Dune. Now at first I didn't want to watch this movie because I didn't know what it was going to be about, and I didn't watch any of the trailers, so I actually decided to pass on it. But then since seeing that this movie was getting a lot of hype around it, and everyone was saying how this was going to be the best movie of the year, and everyone was really excited for this movie, so I thought, okay, I could give it a shot. And I'm seeing that a lot of big actress was casted in the movie, so I thought, okay, I'll try it. And since everyone was saying in the movie was gonna be a really good movie, so I thought, okay, I'll try it out. But then only 2 weeks ago, I got found out that Dune was actually a novel. So it seems like this movie is gonna be an adaptation of the novel. I've never heard of the Dune novel before, so this part of the review would be spoiler free. If you guys want spoiler parts, if you already watched the movie, so timestamps in the description, so you could just skip to the spoiler part. Right? Don't skip the spoiler part if you haven't watched the movie, and then don't say that I spoiled it for you. Right? You've been warned. So, all right, let's go into the movie. I'll say this about the movie in the nicest way possible. But this movie is 100% overhyped. I'm serious. I'm sorry if it disappoints a lot of you, but seriously, it was 100% overhyped. I just didn't get like, because I was really excited once everyone was saying that this is gonna be the great, really like the movie of the year type movie. So I thought, okay, this is gonna be really good. So I'm gonna get into this. But this movie was really overhyped by all the fans, and this was really boring too. All right, I'm probably sure some of you guys are gonna say that I didn't understand the movie. It's not That's not the case, because I could try my best to understand the movie. But look, normally if I find a movie boring, I would actually not focus 100% on it, but I would. But then most of the time I would be on my phone or like looking somewhere else and stuff, all that stuff. But when it came to this movie, I didn't do that because since everyone said that this movie is gonna be a really good movie and movie of the year, I just wanted to focus 100% of my attention to the movie. So I tried my best not to touch my phone, and I didn't. The entire 2 hour 35 minutes, I didn't touch my phone at all because I just really wanted to see what people were really excited about in the movie and why they said that this movie might be the movie of the year and all that. So that's what I wanted to do, and I didn't touch my phone at all. But then after finishing this 2 hour 30 minutes movie, I was like, this is what people was excited about, and how people said that this was going to be the movie of the year. Like, because this movie literally had no plot in the movie. There was no story. I'm sorry if that's a spoiler, but yeah, there's no literally there's no plot. The only way I would say that this movie would have a meaning if they made a sequel. If they did not do a sequel, then I would say that this movie is completely pointless. Um, because look, even if you want to count just this movie, not saying that okay, this movie is supposed to set up the next movie, but if you want to just talk about this movie individually alone, I don't think it is that good of a movie where people were saying like this could be a movie of the year. Nah, I don't think so, man. I think even Fast and Furious 9 was a better movie than this because that because even though that movie was ridiculous, it had a plot, it had a story, it led to somewhere. But this movie didn't have that. Right? Because look, I wouldn't say this movie was 100% bad. There was some things that could be applauded, like the soundtrack and the music was good at a lot of parts, and the costumes and everything. That was cool, really cool. And then the special effects, when they needed special effects, it was actually really good. The special effects, like all the technological stuff, everything was actually good. And even when I'm sorry if this is a spoiler, but they kind of the main characters of this movie are kind of from like one planet, and they would actually go to another planet. So the planet that they're from, the special effects are really good, but then the other planet is more like a desert, so there's not a lot of use for special effects, but when they use it, it's actually good. So because the other planet was kind of like a desert, so imagine filming in the Sahara Desert where there's literally nothing there. It's just you wearing like all this um cool outfits, so there was literally no use for a lot of special effects in like the second half of the movie. I think they used, but when there was special effects, it was good. All right, that's what I would say. So good special effects, good outfits. Everyone, the costumes were all good. Music and soundtracks were good, and like those the people who required like face paints and stuff, that was good. So that was the only thing that could be applauded in the movie. That's the only thing that could be applauded. Because if you want to talk about the story, I don't think it was as good. But although these four things that I mentioned, since it was really good, it might overshadow the fact that there was no story in the plot. You guys might just watch these stuff and think the movie is good because these movies kind of hide the fact that there was no plot. Imagine watching Mortal Kombat. Like when I did my review, I know I said that was a good movie, but when I keep watching it, I did realize that there was actually no plot of Mortal Kombat, even though it had cool effects and cool fight scenes, but it had no plot. Similar like this movie. And also, yeah, I forgot that it actually had good fight scenes too in the Dune movie. So yeah, that's the only thing that could be applauded. It's good, cool fight scenes, outfits, costumes, the makeup for those who required it, special effects, and soundtrack. Those are the only thing that could be applauded. But the fact that these all were good would overshadow the fact that there was no story, and you guys might actually think that this movie is really good, but I don't think it was. Uh, so it was just really a waste of 2 hour and 35 minutes. And like I said, the only way that this movie would kind of have meaning is if they made a sequel. If they don't made a sequel, this would be a pointless movie. So I'm sorry for those of you who are gonna pay to watch this movie because there's actually no point of watching this movie anyways. If there is a sequel, I think you could just straight jump into the sequel. Because after this movie ended, I was like, wait, what? That's it? 2 hour and 35 movies. Sorry, 2 hours and 35 minutes, and that's it. I was like, even like the first 30 minutes, they didn't actually go anywhere. The acting, some actors did their part. They were really good. Some actors, especially the main character, his name was Paul. The actor kind of like had no charisma and like had no will to play the character. Is that how I would put it? Most of the time, you would be like he had like no energy to play the character, you know. So that's what I think. And I think the fact that they didn't actually bother that much about the other characters in the movie. Like this main character's name is Paul. So I feel like this movie only cared about this one character and then they actually didn't care about every other character in the movie. So this might be a spoiler. Some characters, when they die, it doesn't actually give you the emotions that it's supposed to give. When you watch in other movies, when someone dies, you're supposed to feel sad or you're supposed to feel something. But I just don't feel a single thing when this happens. So, uh, yeah, I'm just sorry. And then there's just a lot of part in this movie are like visions or dream type sequences, which was just like repetitive throughout the movie. We're just seeing a lot of that than actually the plot of the movie. So yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint you guys who were like really excited for the movie because this was not a good movie at all if you want to talk about just this movie alone. And like I said, the only way this movie could have actual meaning is if they actually did a sequel. If they don't need a sequel, if they don't do a sequel, then this movie was 100% pointless and they just did it for money. So you guys are literally gonna pay your money for nothing, and I'm actually disappointed about that too. So anyways, I'm just thinking what else I could say that is non-spoiler. Well, I've said about the characters. I've said about the special effects. I've said about. So I guess that's it for non-spoiler. So I'm sorry. There was just literally no plot in the movie. It didn't lead anywhere. There was no story. It was just a plain movie. So I'm sorry. The reason why I'm apologizing is because I don't want to disappoint you by giving you a review like this, but it's literally how the movie was. I know a lot of you would be excited to watch the movie, and if you guys did watch my review, then you would be excited to see what people say about the movie. But I'm sorry, like I said, the few factors that I mentioned, the cool fight scenes, the costume, the soundtrack, special effects, might look really cool, and it might give you a perception that the movie is really good. At a point, I actually felt that too. Felt that effect too. That, oh wow, this movie good. But then when I think back about the plot, like I'm just conf- I just couldn't figure out what the plot was, because there literally was no plot in the movie. There was no story, and then it just didn't lead up to anywhere. So, like I said, the only way it would have a logical plot is if they explain it everything that happened in this movie in the second movie. So technically, this movie is 100% pointless unless it has a sequel. Even then, it's just a waste of you guys' money if you guys watch this movie. So I'm sorry to disappoint you, those who are really big fans of the Dune novels. Alright, so that's it for the non-spoiler part. You can stop watching now for those who have not watched the movie. Now let's get to the spoiler part. So, to my understanding, this movie has like two houses, like almost like Game of Thrones. So there's like House Atreides and House Harkonnen. I think they do have houses that name houses in front of it. So Harkonnens are kind of like the bad guys, and the Atreides are kind of like the good guys. So Oscar Isaac's character Duke Leto is kind of like the leader of the Atreides people, and Stellan Skarsgård's character, the Baron, is like the leader of the Harkonnens. So these two houses are like enemies. So this planet, the sand planet. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. So the Harkonnens were kind of the people who were in that kind of were ruling the planet for spice, which was kind of a powerful powder type thing. And then the Emperor kind of asked the Harkonnens to leave the planet and then give the Atreides asked the Atreides to take over the planet instead, to rule the planet. Ask Oscar Isaac's character to rule the planet. That's how it started, I guess. So that's to my understanding of the movie. So the main character is Duke Leto's son, Paul. So he is like the main character, and he kind of has like special powers which he got from his mother, who is like a nun. That's I'm just telling you like a easier way to explain. So his mom is kind of a nun, and then he keeps having like these dreams, which I was thinking like what he's dreaming about. Is he dreaming about the future or like something? So yeah, and man, even in spoiler part, I really don't know what to say, because I'm sorry, because the movie was literally like so boring. Even in the spoiler part of the video, I just really don't know what to talk about. So I'm sorry, because even the spoiler part, I don't know what to talk about. Hang on. All right, I'll talk about the characters. So, well, we did get introduced to a lot of characters, like through the posters, through social media. So I was just excited to see how all these characters will play a part. Some of them don't even appear for like so long. Some of them don't even appear that long and don't have like a big role. Some of them do, and some of them, when they died, like I said in the non-spoiler part, it didn't actually give the emotion like, oh my god, this person just died. Like it doesn't give you an emotion at all. Even not just that, even like I feel like no one in the movie actually cared that these people just died. Like I think that if you watch in other movies, if someone actually dies, the people close to them, or they should actually feel something, that oh my god, this person just died. But they don't feel anything. It's just like oh he's dead. Oh okay, fine. I'll just do my thing. Like they were like that, because Paul's dad, Duke Leto, actually dies, and he doesn't bother to get to know about it. And Jason Momoa's character was kind of like his mentor. He died, and he didn't actually care about it. He's like, oh okay, let's go. So I'm like, don't these people have emotions? Like like people just died, and one of them is your father, and he didn't even like bother to do something about it, or even like I don't think he even got to know that his father died, or he didn't even bother what happened to his dad. That's what the perception that I got from this character Paul. And most of the movie he was just like really serious and had like a straight face all the time. Like yeah, just the actor. I'm not sure who this actor is, but he just had like no energy and charisma to play the character. It was just like, oh yeah, okay, uh, like like that. Not like that, but almost like that, right? Because I'm bad at imitating people. So yeah, he was seemed like he was the main character, and the movie only cared about him alone, him and his mom mainly. So it just like it didn't care about the other characters. Even when they died, they didn't actually care because there was no emotions to the character's death, and they killed off like a lot of characters too. And some of the characters, I was like, why are they even in this? Because they just killed them off like really soon. Um, Even like the Baron, I thought he was supposed to be a bad guy, and he ends up dying in this movie. So, like I said, even the villain who was supposed to be the bad guy dies, and Batista was the Baron's nephew. So is he like, if there is a sequel, is he like gonna be the bad guy of some sorts? Because I don't know, man. Look, I'm sorry that I couldn't really talk a lot because this movie was just like super boring. Even in the spoiler part of the video, I just don't know what to say. So yeah, this might be like one of the most boring movies this year. I won't say like boring movies of all time because that would be a really stretchiest stretch of all time. But yeah, I would say probably for this year it would be boring. But if they do have a sequel, I would watch it because I just want to know why they even made the first movie in the first place. Because I said it like 10 times already in this video because it's true. The only way that this movie would make sense if they do make a sequel. If they didn't make a sequel, then I don't know what's the point this first movie was even made. So this movie might be just like a money grabbing like opportunity because literally you guys are paying money to watch nothing. There was no plot at all. Most probably, you guys who watched the Dune, read the Dune novels would be able to understand. Maybe you guys know that this is like the starting of a story, or this is supposed to be like introducing these characters. But even still, there should be a plot, even though they're introducing these characters and this world to us, because they build this perfect world with all these people and the technology, but then there was no actual story to guide it forward. That was kind of a wasted opportunity. So I guess yeah, I'll say it once again. They need to do a sequel to this movie to make this movie actually worth something. Right? If not, then it's pretty useless that they made this movie. So yeah, you know what? At this point, I'm just repeating the same thing that I said. So I'm just gonna end this review right here. I'm so sorry for disappointing anyone who was like really excited for this movie. But yeah, that's really the fact, right? It's not. I'm not saying this because I hate this movie, but no, because I literally don't know what Dune is until the movie actually came out. So I just tried my best to know a lot about the characters, like in Wikipedia and all the other websites. So I just tried my best to know who all the characters are before watching the movie, and then I watched it. But yeah, it was just a really boring, overhyped movie. So sorry. So that's it for my movie review for Dune. Thank you for watching it, and sorry for the people who got disappointed by the review if it's not what you expected, but sadly it's true. Well, truth always hurts, right? So I'm sorry. So yeah, thank you for watching this movie review. If you found this review useful, please subscribe to the channel for more movie type content, or Marvel or DC or any other content. I do it all. So subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. I would really appreciate it. So all that is all I gotta say. Until then, I'll see you the next time. So goodbye. Have a nice day.